hello. All right, we're ready to rock and here we go.
Talk show. Recorded live.
Good evening and welcome to Garden City Community Chat. This podcast is dedicated to promoting our community and yours, offering news you can use and much more. And now, Garden City Community Chat. Well, hello, Garden City, and hello to our neighbors in Westland, Dearborn Heights, Inkster, Redford, and Livonia. Thanks for joining us tonight. You are listening to Garden City Community Chat, show number 277 for February the 4th, 2016. Garden City's only live podcast where we share news you can use and promote our community and yours. I'm your host, Kerry, and we have a rare treat tonight. Our favorite weather guy is here in studio. Can you believe it, Mike?
Yeah, this is.
I'm telling you, it's like an eclipse. It's a rarity.
Welcome, Doppler Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good, good.
Outstanding, but I'm getting better.
And also, former Garden City Councilman, fellow Kiwanian, and longtime resident of Garden City, Mr. Mike Jones is here.
Hey.
What's up? You all right?
Excellent.
Okay. As you all know, Richard is away tending to his new position as Westland City Clerk. We will try to have a co-host each week until his return. This week we do not have one. We got Doppler Tom here instead. But next week we're going to have Mr. Rob Cox from the Maplewood Community Center. He is the Marketplace Navigator Coordinator. And we're going to be talking about him signing up people, residents for the Affordable Care Insurance here in the Garden City area, or better known as Obamacare. And then on March 3rd, we finally secured a date for Westland Mayor William Wild to be here.
Good.
And going to talk about his city celebrating their 50th anniversary. So look, if anyone would like to be a co-host on our show, we would greatly appreciate it. Just send us an email at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. I just want to let our listeners know that 2016 is going to be a big year for us here at TalkShoe, or at Community Chat and on TalkShoe. Make a note of these dates on your calendar. We'll be celebrating in June on the 9th our sixth year of being on the air here at TalkShoe, so that will be a special show for us. Also, July 14th, we'll mark another milestone when we celebrate our 300th show. And Tom, you've been in on a few of them. I think all of them, haven't you? Pretty much.
Yep, 100, 200, and
Right
now
from
that's
the
fine.
beginning.
Might as well do 300.
That's right. So look for more details on that as we move forward. We'll probably do something special there. And don't forget, on top of all that, we do have a presidential election this year.
Yeah,
I haven't heard. What's going on? Who's running?
I know. You'd have to be living under a rock, I think, huh? Crazy. We'll talk about that a little bit, too, maybe.
the usual clowns and cast of characters, yeah.
Right. So what a year ahead, indeed. All right. We'll get Tom in here shortly, who's always busy with the weather for us. And then we'll open it up for some discussion on any topics we might have. And also busy as Mike. He'll have all the events and announcement for us. Never a shortage of those, huh, Mike?
Nope.
So please sit back, grab your favorite beverage, and join us for about the next 60 minutes or so. Should be a good one again. We invite you to be a part of the conversation here tonight. All you have to do is call 1-724-444-7444 and enter the call ID 82757, followed by the pound sign. Or you can join us in our chat room by going to TalkShoe.com and search for call ID 82757. That takes you right to our main show page where you'll click on a large Join In button. A window will open, sign in as a guest, and that's all there is to it. Once you're in the chat room, you can type your questions and comments at the bottom of the page, and you'll also find our phone number and show ID there as well. You can also text your questions to us at 734-788-9319. And don't forget, if you can't join us here live tonight, we have that covered. All our shows are recorded, so you can catch us later at your convenience, which several of our listeners do, by going to the main show page where you'll find all 277 shows listed over there for you in order, going all the way back to our very first show in 2010. And don't forget, we're in iTunes. Just search for GC Community Chat. Now, the audio from tonight's show will be posted on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GCChat about 30 minutes or so after we sign off tonight. So please look for that. And if all that wasn't enough, Mike,
Yes, sir.
we also are doing a live unedited video of tonight's show. So you can
make
put
a face.
You can put a face with the voice, and you'll see what Doppler Tom looks like for a change instead
Yeah,
of always hearing him.
Going into this candy dish, they're going all out tonight.
Right. Absolutely. And that video will be available sometime tomorrow on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/communitychatsshow. So look for that. And while you're there, why not subscribe to that channel? That way you'll be notified when we post future shows. All right, let's get Mr. Doppler Tom in here for the latest weather, and then we'll toss around some topics up for discussion. How's that sound?
Sounds like a winner.
Okay, let's get a check on the weather with Doppler Tom, see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend. Tom, what do you have for us? Hey, what's up, man?
What's
Good to see you in
up?
studio.
I know. Now you get to see what I'm looking at as I do the little update.
Yeah, it's all yours.
Yeah, we had a crazy week. I mean, we've been dealing with such mild temperatures this week ahead of this front, and now it's starting to cool down. We were dealing with record-breaking temperatures in the 50s and close to 60, but this was during the early morning hours. So I mean, you had to been really up in the morning to really get these temperatures. But yeah, these last few days have been pretty nice.
Oh,
I don't do early.
We
morning.
can't
And record-breaking as well. And now
Yeah.
that front's moving through, and it's just like Michigan. And what did we have today? We had some snow. Luckily, the temperatures were right around freezing, so it didn't really accumulate too much. There is a little bit of a dusting out there now that the sun has set, but the snow is now moving out, and those clouds are now going to start diminishing as well. I do believe that we're going to get pretty clear out there and pretty chilly again tonight. We'll
Yeah.
probably get below freezing and probably into the low 20s for overnight lows. So,
wow.
I mean,
So I'm gonna
it is
scrape the frost
February.
off my car tomorrow morning.
But
right?
you know, that still isn't bad, let me tell you. Not bad at all.
Yeah,
Well, we're halfway through winter and we haven't really had anything yet. Like I said to the lady at the bank, I says, well, as long as we're halfway through, we might as well go directly to spring. Just forget the rest of it.
I know. We just had Groundhog's Day, and he predicted an early spring. And I mean, we've been practically dealing with spring
Yeah.
here
well,
in Michigan weather-wise.
Yeah, I love it.
He sees his shadow and we have 6 more weeks of winter. And if he doesn't see it, we have 6.5, right?
Pretty much something like that.
Well, that's when spring starts.
Yeah, I go by Tom. I don't go by no Puxatawny film.
Yeah, he's not very accurate. But
No, he isn't.
He's a little cute guy.
Kind of out there with the Farmer's Almanac a little bit.
No comment.
Yeah.
But one thing I did want to notice, a lot of people were wondering, what happened to winter? You listen to this show, I've said it week after week after
El
week.
Nino.
I did not predict it to be
Yeah.
that much of a bad winter, but that's good, though. We've been
Oh,
dealing with crazy winters these last 2 seasons, and it's nice to get a break,
Yeah.
especially in our heating bills.
you don't shovel 40 and 50.
Oh, no.
I love it.
Tom has been predicting this since fall.
Yes.
I tell you.
Yeah.
This
Right
is
on.
why you got to listen to this show.
That's right. Get it?
But as we expand out, we're going to talk about what's going to happen in our future. As I said, we're going to be dealing with a little bit of a cool down, but nothing that we can't handle here in Michigan. We're going to see that sun come back tomorrow, and those temperatures are going to rebound pretty nice, close to 40 degrees tomorrow.
Oh, wow. I love
And as we get into the weekend, it's going to be another good weekend out there. Temperatures are going to be near 40 and dry. But there'll probably be more clouds than sun, but you'll see a little bit of sun here and there. So if you have any outdoor plans, it should be good. Any Super Bowl parties, that should be good.
Average
just
high
gonna-
temperature is 33 this time of year. So
I'm just going to have my
40s
own
and
Super
nice.
Bowl party right here
I'm telling
by
you.
myself.
You can't beat here in Michigan. It's much worse everywhere else, and we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
And as we get into next week, we're going to see a little bit of a little bit of a change. Nothing that we can't handle, so don't get worried, Richard. Oh, he's not here, thank God. We are going to deal with a little bit more snow than we have been dealing with recently, especially during the early part of the week. We're going to get a little bit of some clippers, if you will, from Alberta, and we're going to see a little bit of snow, but not a lot of snow, probably a little bit less than an inch each day, but that's going to start to really accumulate and melt and then accumulate and then melt, so nothing that we can't handle. And those temperatures next week overall are going to be starting out in the 30s, and then we're going to see a little bit of a cool down into the 20s for highs. So, I mean, nothing that we can't handle. It could be much, much worse, but a little bit of snow if you're a snow lover, but not too much if you're not a snow lover. So I get everybody's opinion in. But
I know the snow plow guys aren't real happy. They're not making much money this year down here. They got to go head north, I guess.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in that sort of business, you were doing the jackpots the last 2 seasons, but not this season.
Yep.
I mean, if you're a salter, you might even out a bit, but not too much.
No.
And speaking of snow, I was looking up the snow, the snow depth across the entire state of Michigan. You have to go past Saginaw northward to see the snow out there. I mean, if there's Flint, there's no snow on the ground. Lansing, there's no snow on the ground. Kalamazoo, and barely Grand Rapids.
Wow, and those are snow belts.
Oh, yeah.
Grand Rapids in particular.
Yeah.
You got to go to Cadillac, and of course the UP is absolutely buried in snow. That's very hard to kind of get out of that. And I was also looking at the ice cover all across the Great Lakes. We're only at 5% ice cover across the Great Lakes.
Wow.
This time last year, guess how much ice was covered on the lakes?
Oh, 80%? 70?
That's pretty close. Not that much, about 50. So
Okay.
So yeah, we're well below average for ice, but
the local lakes are dangerous to be on that ice right
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
especially what happened this week.
you
I
see
don't
that?
understand why you would go ice fishing when there's temperatures in the 40s and 50s the last few days.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Was he not thinking?
With
I
a
don't want to be
4-year-old
rude, but
kid?
come on.
Yeah, not real bright.
But
Not
yeah,
real
that was a
bright.
very tragic story.
It was.
Unfortunately.
It was very bad.
But the weather has also been busy all across the entire U.S. We've been dealing with a pretty strong severe storm that had moved through across the South with a lot of tornadoes across Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas
Florida
as well.
even got
Yeah,
some.
Florida has been dealing with a little bit as well. And, I mean, it's that season. It's not uncommon for them to get this type of weather, but you never want to be dealing with a tornado because I've personally never seen a tornado here in Michigan. It's something that we rarely deal with, but it can be very, very bad to deal with.
Yeah.
And as we expand out, we're going to talk about the future for the U.S. I do see another coastal storm for the eastern seaboard, and as we talk about the eastern seaboard, believe it or not, a lot of their snow has already melted. From that storm,
all that 3 feet,
2 to 3 feet of snow across the I-95 corridor. A lot of it has melted because they've been dealing with such warm temperatures.
Yeah.
But they're going to be dealing with it again. Nothing like it has been the last storm, but definitely a few inches are in the cards, and that's just not going to be pretty nice for them because they don't want to see any more snow.
No.
And as we
Washington's
deal across the
gridlock.
West Coast, we definitely want to see the rain. And this El Nino season has been kind of weird. We haven't really been seeing the rain on a steady basis for California and all across the drought-stricken areas. It's now kind of going more toward the north across Washington and Oregon. But the ski lovers have been definitely loving it because, nevertheless, the higher elevations have been dealing with the snow, and they are definitely doing well because the last few years they were not doing good in business whatsoever. But we are, and don't get me wrong, we are seeing rain across California. It's just...
Is it helping the drought out there?
I talked about this stat a few times, but I can remember it. They need at least 2 to 3 feet of rain to eliminate that drought, to even just make a dent in it. Because we've been dealing with this drought in California for a good 5 years.
Yeah, it's been bad.
Are really low.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're pretty low. I mean, there isn't even a table. No. That's how low it is. And they can use anything they can get, but sometimes, I mean, if you get that rain at a heavy pace, you're going to flood because there's just nothing for that water to really hold on to, especially if you get the wildfires too. That's not good with the mudslides and whatnot. But yeah, that's overall the pattern this season. It's going to stay pretty much like that. I'm telling you, I think spring is going to become a little bit on the early side for here in Michigan.
We'll take
I
it.
mean, that's some good news, though. And but the downside with that is, of course, as we get into March, it's Severe Weather Awareness Week. They're dealing with that severe weather down there. That could potentially move up here as these storm systems get closer and closer. We have been on the warm side of these storm systems the last few storms. I mean, the rain, and especially with the rain, the snow has been in well north of us in Minnesota and Wisconsin. So I don't want to scare anybody. I'm always here to prepare you because we can always deal with some crazy weather here in Michigan, especially damaging winds and the crazy wind out there. So, I mean, I don't see any severe weather in the future. I don't even see any dangerous winter weather in the future, but it's just something to keep in mind as we get into spring. But if you want to keep tuning to my local weather information, it's always updating. Just go to my website, DopplerTomsWeather.com.
Yep. That's a good website, too, I'll tell you. Very
simple. I don't like to get something
simple,
too complex because I don't want you people looking for that information.
Right. It's
I want it to be right there. That's my main goal.
Very easy and very accurate. So, yeah, I highly recommend it, too. I go on there a lot. All right. Thank you, sir. Hang loose, and we'll get into some topics of discussion, whatever you want to talk about. I did want to give a plug to Derek, my son. He's back on Talk Shoe doing a wrestling podcast called Off the Ropes Live, and it's with Dan Bartley, and it's on 8 p.m. Wednesdays. Show ID 140397, and that's on TalkShoe.com. So give it a listen. If you like wrestling, WWE, and you're into all that stuff, then you'll like that show, believe me. All right, gentlemen. So what topics do you have? I got one here, Mike and Tom.
What about the Flint water thing?
Yeah, we can
That was a great response that David got.
Oh, yeah. Everybody really kicked in, really pitched in. Fire department, Parks and Rec, everybody. I mean, there's just so many of them that you can't mention all of them. But, he had a lot of water, a lot of bottles delivered.
I mean, it's hard to really understand how supportive we are of our communities here in Michigan because we always get a bad rap. Detroit, nobody likes us, but deep down we do kind of care about each other. And when push comes to shove, we definitely have each other's backs.
Yep, absolutely, we sure do. Yeah, and Garden City always seems to come through. Always. I mean, it's crazy. What's this?
Oh, look, we have a little guest right here.
We have a fan here.
High five. I'm a busy lady.
Mrs. Chat is here, and made Tom a little welcome to the studio. So we were just talking about the Flint water thing with David and how everybody stepped up and the response on that. That was really well done. Awesome. Congrats to everybody. Also, I wanted to mention Town and Country Hardware is. He's closing. He's 79 years old, and he's finally calling it quits, going to retire, and they're having a liquidation sale over there. Yep. Everything must go for the...
So if you need a nail or a screw...
Well, no, they're closed. They're liquidating everything to get it cleaned out for the new owners, and that's going to be...
What kind of business are they going to have, do you know?
I think it's going to be another hardware similar. Yeah, I believe so. Don't know the particulars yet or anything, but...
that place has been there... Since I can remember.
Yeah, it's a landmark. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they were well before that. Yeah, 60 years he's been in the retail business. So they're holding a liquidation sale.
It's kind of weird to think about when people want to retire. It's when they want to retire. Yeah. Your body just tells you it's time. Yeah. It's kind of just interesting to think about. Yeah. 60 years is incredible to be in business that long.
It is. It is. It's a long time.
Or like Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, exactly. I've made my millions. I'm quitting, man. While I'm young.
While I'm still cognate.
Right, exactly. Yeah, while I have my legs and my health and everything else, concussions and all that crap. Now they're saying O.J. Simpson might have that concussion syndrome or whatever, so I don't know.
Are they going to use that as an excuse for his past behavior?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, also, the voice of Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck has died. Joe Alasky, who is he took over for Mel Blanc. You remember Mel Blanc, who was the voice. Back in, 1989, he took over for him. He was only 63 years old.
Wow.
and had been battling cancer. He won an Emmy in 2004 for his performance on Cartoon Network's Duck Dodgers. And he didn't only do voices. He didn't only do voices for cartoons. He also did the voice of Jackie Gleason in the TV movie King of the World, and Richard Nixon he did in Forrest Gump. So yeah.
We don't watch enough cartoons.
No. Right. Yeah, actually, there's a movie coming out. We just saw the trailer for it. Nixon and Elvis Presley. Remember when he went and visited Nixon and got a badge and all that? And yeah, wanted to be a part of the FBI. Well, that movie's coming out. I don't know. It looks kind of, I don't know. Could have got a better Elvis right there.
That was a reference. We were, 1 for 10 in trivia for the cartoons.
Yeah.
If one of us would have watched more cartoons.
You need to talk on that because he can't hear you.
I gotta go downstairs.
Okay. Oh, you want? Hey, let's get a picture of. We got to get some pictures here with.
Get a picture of my
Dr. Tom.
sign.
And your sign and everything else. All right. Okay, so moving along, Mike, what else you got as far as any topics you want to cover? How to go today in Kiwanis?
Kiwanis went well, but we had a really light turnout. We have too many people
Yeah.
snowbirding in Florida.
Florida, right?
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
So we only had 14 members there today, which is
Yeah.
like 10 less than we had the week before.
Yeah, that's a little low. But
But
what they have? What they have to eat?
Had the breaded pork chops and the scalloped potatoes, which is good.
And let's put a plug in for that. Kiwanis meets every Thursday at noon at Amantea's Restaurant. If you'd like to come as a guest, you're more than welcome. Hoping that if you want to become a member, they would like that.
We had our board meeting last night,
Thank you, dear.
and pending receiving his dues check, we approved membership for David Knisik.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he turn his app in?
I've got his app.
Okay.
All I got to do is get his dues check.
Yeah, get his dues check. Exactly. Yeah. Well, he'll be a good member
Yeah.
and a good
I know.
speaker.
I know he won't be able to make it very often to lunches on Thursdays, but yeah, he'll be a valuable person to have in the club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking forward to that. I'm still working on trying to get Mark Jacobs in too. But
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
think.
soft sell on him.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he'll come around eventually. I think so.
I got him
He's
to
a
a-
busy guy too.
Yeah,
And,
and I got him to a meeting last week. But I haven't really pushed him to join.
You seem to enjoy yourself, though.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
everybody does. It's quite something. If you've never been to one, you want to go to one. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, what's new in the world of science? I see where NASA is given an ultimatum. I heard where you're either going to go to the moon or you're going to go to Mars. They can't afford both. Did you hear that?
No, I haven't.
I'm eating candy. Give me a minute.
Okay. Yeah. I guess their next mission is to the moon. They want to get a guy back on the moon, I guess, and then people were saying they want to go on Mars, but they can't do both. So
I know that Mars has been really one of their big kind of hopefuls to really get there because we haven't been there. I mean, we've been to the moon,
right?
depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
To some of the same people that don't believe in climate change.
Yeah, it was done on a sound stage or something in Hollywood,
evolution.
right? Yeah, right. Exactly.
But yeah, it's very expensive. Space is very, very expensive. So I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if they even revamp the space program. Because
Exactly. I'm surprised they're even talking about it.
because that is a very expensive.
Very,
it was.
very.
I was a little upset when they ended it, but I did see one of the last launches. I'll tell you that story. Did you guys hear about that?
No, I never heard it.
Well, social media has been very big when the space program was ending.
Mm-hmm.
So they were reaching out and they wanted to be like they were getting out free invitations to actually go to the press site, which is one of the best
Wow.
sites that you can go to
Wow.
see the space
Yeah.
launch. And they're only like accepting like 30 people. And it's like a contest, and I signed up. I was like, if you can't, let's see how that phrase
Was
goes.
it like
if
a
you don't
lottery,
play,
or-
you won't win. What?
Was it like a lottery? They were just drawing names, or
So what happened was,
wow?
I got an email.
Uh-huh.
I was waitlisted, so I was like, ooh. So that means you're kind of in the middle.
Okay.
And then I got another email. I got bumped up.
Wow.
And you could probably hear me at the moon. I was so excited. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. It was when I was really starting to get into all that stuff, you know. So it was a very good experience. It was one of the last missions, and it wasn't really delayed or anything. So I mean, I was there for a set period of time because sometimes that's delayed and they can't really do
They'll
anything.
scrub it sometimes. Yeah.
And yeah, it was a very, very good experience. We were in the tent on the press site.
Okay.
With all these other people that were really into it, and we're talking. We get to meet the astronauts.
Wow.
We get to meet with, well, my favorite part was you get to meet with the Lieutenant Weatherman. He was a good guy.
Okay.
Because he's the one that makes all the decisions.
Yeah. If they're go or not.
Because they
So how
they
far
actually,
away were you from the actual site?
Oh, I would say there's like a lake.
Yeah,
that surrounded
across
us.
that lake.
So yeah, that was I would say less than 100 feet.
Wow.
Well, maybe not that much, maybe a little more. The ground was rumbling. It was an experience that you can't really describe. You have to experience it.
Yeah.
So
See
if
it
they
in
actually
person.
have that again, I would love to go back there because it was just something that you can't ever forget.
So you put that right up there with being on the Weather Channel?
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, both of those experiences have been pretty good, but
So have you been on the Weather Channel lately? You've been on what, about 3 times or more?
Not lately, because the weather's been so busy all across the other parts of the country. They like to get on every single
Where they're
section of the
having-
country.
yeah.
And I mean, our weather, like you know, it hasn't really been much going
No,
on, which
yeah.
is good. But a little bit of a side note, if you let me.
Mm-hmm.
One of the long time meteorologists, Dave Schwartz,
Yeah.
has been on the Weather Channel.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of
And he made an announcement today on the Weather Channel. Not anything about retiring, but his cancer is back. And he's been dealing with cancer scares for the last few decades. He beat cancer twice.
Wow.
And this was pancreatic cancer that he beat twice. And now he has stomach cancer.
Wow.
And so he just wanted to tell the fans today that he is going to be losing his hair.
Yeah.
And whatever left of
Take a
it
treatment,
that he
yeah,
has.
yeah.
And we wish him all the best, and
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes. And he's been a very weather geeky kind of guy, which is something that I like. He always has cool stats up his sleeves, and he's always been a treat on the Weather Channel, so I just wanted to briefly mention that.
Yeah. We wish him luck. Absolutely. He's in our thoughts, that's for sure. So, Mike, what else? What else is going on with Kiwanis?
Well, the Key Club on March 8th is having their empty bowl banquet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Where they
that's
raise-
always.
where they raise money for various hunger causes.
Yep, that's
That'll be
always.
at the high school cafeteria at 6 o'clock on March 8th.
Uh-huh.
On March 19th, we're having the Easter extravaganza at the library at the Maplewood Center from 1 to 4.
Okay.
There's going to be crafts and there's going to be face painting and
All
there's
kinds
going
of
to be
stuff.
going to be food, and it'll wrap up with an Easter egg hunt, which will be outside. That's for kids 3 to 12. It costs $4. Tickets will go on sale like March 1st, and they're only going to have 100. So if somebody's got kids that want to go,
It goes
they need
quick.
to get over there and get the tickets at the library quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes quick.
I believe it's Sunday, April 17th. The Kiwanis has their next big community kind of activity. We have a comedy night at Albert's on the Alley.
Oh, yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got
That's a good turnout,
Yeah.
too, usually, for that.
and the
Is,
credentials that we got emailed to us on the keynote comedian sounded pretty good. I think it'll be a great night.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. Kevin Kramus to be the master ceremonies again,
Yeah,
I would imagine. Local.
Yeah,
Okay.
he does a good job.
Yeah. All right, well, let's talk about the election here. You guys, anybody been watching any of the debates?
I'm not.
What's going on? I'm just kidding. No, it's been a hot topic. And I hear now that they're going to have a few debates in Michigan, one in Flint, which is going to be
Yep.
very controversial, and then
Yep.
one in Detroit coming up on, I think, March 3rd.
Yeah,
One of- the
Clinton
one
and
in-
Sanders want to
Yeah.
do that.
Clinton and Sanders are going to do it in Flint. Are they the ones going to debate in Detroit, or is that Republicans?
I think it might be a Republican.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Nevertheless,
I'm not sure.
they're both coming to Michigan, and
Yeah,
it's going to be a
that,
hot topic.
That Flint and DPS, boy, those are hot topics right now, isn't it? Wow. Wow.
It's hard to believe that you could appoint emergency managers that could screw up worse than what they've done in Flint
know.
and with the Detroit Public Schools.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And how it
we
got
rewarded the guy
so
for-
far out of hand is just
Yeah. They rewarded the guy for
Unbelievable.
Flint by giving him the job for DPS.
rewarded him up.
Yeah. That makes sense. You see, we poisoned all the people in that city.
Yeah.
This you can turn all the kids in this other city dumb.
Yeah, exactly. Were you guys surprised to see Cruz win the caucus in
I'm not-
Iowa?
I'm not paying a lot of attention. I figure about August,
You'll
when they
get
get done
into
with
it.
the crap and get it down to one-on-one, I'll get serious about following it.
Yeah, well,
I'm not gonna
several have dropped out already, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched
It's
the
just a
Iowa
matter of
caucus.
time.
I thought it was pretty interesting, especially between Bernie Sanders and Hillary. In my
Oh,
opinion,
my
I
God.
think it was a dead tie
That
because
was-
I heard there was some controversy behind
Neck
how
and
she
neck.
won with a stupid flip of a coin
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
yada
I've
yada
heard that.
yada.
Yeah,
She kind of winged that kind of easily, but
Yeah.
on the Republican side, that's going to be a very, very, very long,
Yeah. I
and
don't know.
hard fight. Donald Trump is going to be in there until the end. He's going to
Yeah.
probably have to be dragged out.
They say he's got a real big lead in New Hampshire. Real
We'll
big.
see how that goes.
But, he was ahead in all the polls in Iowa pretty much and come in
Some of these
second.
candidates, I think, have put more emphasis on New Hampshire, more
Yeah.
money and organization.
Yeah.
Bush and Rubio, I think, have.
And once you
are
get
pushing
into
a
more
little
diversified states, that's going to be the true
Yeah,
votes
and
right
like
there.
you said, these people are dropping like flies. You just mentioned Bush.
Rand Paul
I'm
and-
sure Bush is going to be there soon. I haven't heard much about him.
Well, I heard today where his brother George W. is going to join him on the campaign trail.
That-
I don't
that
know if
could
that's-
boost him a little.
I don't know if that's a plus or not.
Not for me, it wouldn't be.
I don't know.
I'd say, hey, big brother, stay home.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough call there, really. But
Yeah,
he's
I don't
got to
post
pull
him
out all the
last.
stops.
I think with New Hampshire, South Carolina, and Nevada, we'll see the thing
Yeah.
pruned down to,
Yeah.
to
Yeah, those
hopefully
are
a
primaries.
handful
Yeah, those are
of-
primaries now. So
of serious
Right.
candidates.
right, and then
By the
Michigan,
time they come to Michigan,
yeah,
we ought to be down to a workable
Next month.
amount.
March. I believe March is ours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know. It's right now it's pretty much a toss up, I guess, for me. But a lot of them are gone now. Huckabee's gone. Rand Paul's gone. I mean, yeah, he's gone.
I think
Mallory.
Christie's going to be gone before long too.
Yeah.
Unless he really does a lot better in New Hampshire than
Yeah.
he did in Iowa. He'll be out of there. And like you said, Bush is down
Bush
to the
is
point
right
where
on
he's
that
got-
line. I don't know.
Yeah, he's got to show up.
Yeah. He's just barely hanging on.
Yeah.
Just barely hanging on. And Ben Carson too. I mean,
Yeah.
And of course, you can't forget about that one girl that's still in there, Farina.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't think she's going to be.
Yeah,
I
she's
don't
fine.
either. She's
I think
way
it-
down there too.
It could get down to Cruz, Trump, and Rubio.
Well, I'm telling you, Trump has that money. He ain't going nowhere.
I know.
If you got that money, you can
And
stay.
they said Rubio's surgeon, so I don't know. That's going to be interesting there. He damn near pulled out second place in Iowa.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Yeah, it was real close. So, yeah, but like you said, I think, Nevada, New Hampshire, and South Carolina.
And the
are
big
really,
Democratic side, I don't know who's going to win that. I mean, that's pretty close.
Yeah, that
People
is.
are about sick and tired of Hillary and her problems, if you will.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't either.
Some of her problems are politically created.
Yeah, that's true.
the-
It is. It is.
The Benghazi thing and the email.
Yeah,
and
and
I think
they-
the Republicans are just trying to keep those alive.
They grilled
To run
her,
her down-
man, and
to run her down.
she answered
I don't-
everything. So I
I
don't
don't
know.
think those are really serious issues, except in the eyes of Republicans who want to defeat her.
But I will say one thing. They both have run a clean campaign. They really have. Bernie has not mentioned anything against her as far as emails.
Yeah,
or
he's a
positive
big
anything.
hit with the young crowd.
He is. He's very big. For some reason, he's drawing that young crowd.
Well,
and the women,
About
too.
the tuition free, that's probably a big.
Yeah, the
that's a
tuition
big thing.
free. But
Tuition-free college for anybody who wants it. Yeah,
somebody's got to pay. Somebody's got to pay it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing's free.
I think he said he was going to tax Wall Street or something. That's
Yeah, the top
I like
1%.
Bernie's
too.
ideas, but I wonder whether
Getting
he can
it passed.
if he can implement any of them. Right.
Getting it passed, right?
Yeah.
He's going to have all the
Especially
Senate
if
and
he has a-
Congress. He's going to have
Especially if he
a
has
majority.
A Republican
Forget
control
it.
of House or Senate.
Forget it. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. But like you said,
Universal pay for for healthcare, one per,
Yeah, I know that's going to be tough too. He wants everybody to have it, which I don't know.
with a single payer.
Yeah, right. What about sports? Michigan had a great signing.
Signing day went well. Michigan's number 4, number 6, depending on which rating service you look at.
Yeah,
Only
yeah,
Ohio State was like one notch better than them
yeah.
in the various polls.
Yeah, they had the Spartans. They had a couple of good ones too signed in there, and I think it's going to be a good 2016 season. We'll have to see.
I watched a little bit of the signing day stuff on TV, and I have to admit, as a season ticket holder for like 38 years in Ann Arbor, I got a little excited when the guy from New Jersey and the guy from California said, I'm going to be playing for Michigan.
Yeah. They want to play for Harbaugh, man. I'm telling you, he's a draw. He's a draw since he's gotten here. Definitely a draw. So, let's see what else we got. Anything else you can think of? Did you bring the Observer, by the way?
I did not.
Oh, nothing.
I looked at it and I didn't.
Nothing really.
I didn't see anything that was really good.
I
for our
noticed
show.
something in the paper these last few weeks. Nothing about a story wise, but the people have been writing the stories. There's a new writer, Julie. What
Oh, yeah,
happened to
Julie
Sue
Brown.
Mason? Is she?
Sue Mason retired.
And what about Sue Buck?
Sue Buck.
I haven't seen her name on anything recently.
She's kind of retired too. She's
She's not leaving the office, I don't think.
she's either on a medical or I don't know if she's still on medical. I know she had surgery.
because I know
on
she
her
did
eyes.
My Story. I just
Yeah.
haven't really been seeing too much from her.
Yeah, her and
Because I know
both
she's
Sues
been
are
having
gone.
that eye thing that's really been
Yeah,
deteriorating her
yeah.
mobility.
But
like-
Julie
I like
Julie Brown's doing good.
Yeah,
and,
she got, yeah.
And Brad Kasich, or I can't remember. He took over the editor for Sue, and then Julie Brown took over for Sue Mason. But no, they seem to be doing okay. Brad had a nice editorial in there. He wrote opinion page on the editorial page or whatever about the water and Knesset and that. But no, I think they're doing a good job. The Observer, I just wish they would do something with their website. Their
website's
is not
it's
real
kind of
user-friendly.
odd.
Yeah. And, a lot of that is down in Kentucky, too. I guess their deadlines they send down to Kentucky. So you'll see it on the website, but it won't be in the paper. Or you'll see it in the paper, and it'll be on the website. I mean, it's crazy how it works, but I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Garden City Business Alliance. We're working on some events. Our Taste Fest is coming up in May, which you're going to miss, unfortunately, because you'll be in England. Yeah. Jolly old England.
Go visit Dave AC.
Yeah. Yeah, you should go visit him. See, I don't know where you're going to be, but he's in the United
I
Kingdom.
haven't seen that guy. I don't even know if he's in the chat room recently.
Yeah.
It'll be on the 17th, right?
About a month ago.
That
Yeah.
guy's always busy with his
We'll be-
shows.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be in Edinburgh that day.
Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
You got your itinerary. Well, I'll have to message Dave and see how far he is from Edinburgh. And
Well, he was
I'll
like
say we got
2 or
one-
3 hours from London or something.
I'll say we got one of the chat crews going there.
So why are you going out there? Is this
Vacation.
yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna be.
Is it with Jerry or just personal?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is with Jerry?
Well, we booked it through
Ish,
Jerry.
okay.
Okay.
It's Colette.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always working.
Yeah.
That guy, if you don't know him, he's a very hard-working man.
Unbelievable.
He's very
never
supportive
home.
of the community too,
Oh, yeah.
and groups in it.
Yes, he is.
I like.
Yeah.
He has a travel show coming up on, I think, February 16th.
Yeah, I got that email. I
Yeah.
can't remember when, but yeah, that's coming up. And those are always big.
Oh,
His travel
yeah.
shows, well attended. Yeah, he's
He's
every
other-
time you go by the Kmart parking lot, there's a bunch of cars in there. You know he's out
You
on
know,
a tour.
yeah, you know.
That's for sure. They always meet there with the buses. So, all right.
I think he's looking for a new office too. Bigger place. He says.
I know he has mentioned that, but let's hope he doesn't leave Garden City.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
No.
We can move around in Garden City.
Yeah, there are some buildings available, but I don't know if anything's big enough for him. He may. I think he's trying to get next door or something. Just keep expanding.
Just
that
knock
way.
down the wall.
Right. Just put a hole in the wall, and there you go. Right.
Oh, you got
Jerry,
this
we
story.
don't want you to leave. You got to stay in Garden City for sure. For sure. Yeah, he's been hiring too, so he's employing people and doing a great job. Jerry's a great
Yeah.
guy.
I thought of applying, but I don't
ski.
have the qualifications.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know if I
That'd be
could.
kind of a nice job.
I could not keep up with him. Oh, that guy just. I mean, it's like, are you kidding me? I mean,
There's a
he
lot of-
doesn't even unpack a suitcase.
I feel like, yeah, I've heard rumors that he barely is at home.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
his life
home-
is on the road.
When he is home, he works at the hospital.
Yeah, exactly.
They-
Yeah,
Isn't
he's a
it
nurse.
weird to think about that? I mean,
Yeah, and he's supposed to be retired.
I know. I'd heard that about a year ago.
Yeah, I did too. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
He's one busy guy. But Jerry, if you're listening, we don't want you to leave Garden City. Please don't leave Garden City.
He did say that there's a, working for him. There's a lot of pressure if you go
Yeah.
on one of these tours
Oh yeah.
because
Well, you
feel
got to
like
keep
a-
up with them. I'll tell you that.
You got to handle anything that comes up, and
Right. And know your
Yeah.
you know your stuff.
Because my mom has been on trips
Several.
where there's emergencies that have happened, where people have heart attacks, and
It
you got to
happens.
be on
Yeah.
on top of that. And
Yeah. Because
sometimes they have to leave them there at a hospital.
he does take a lot of seniors.
Oh yeah.
It is a lot of seniors. Those casino.
And some of
trips
those
and that.
seniors are a little wild too, so you
Oh,
definitely
they're
need
real
someone
wild.
to keep them in line. Because I hear stories from my mom, because she's a very big person that stays with Jerry and
Yeah.
supports Jerry's business. So.
Yeah, she's done a lot of trips with Jerry. I know.
Mm.
We've done a few, but not as many as her.
not as many as Patty Fix either.
Oh,
I'm telling you, her
And
between her and
Peggy
Patty,
Burko
they're
and-
two peas in a pod.
Yeah, Peggy. I don't think she travels as much as she used to now. But she did. She
Patty
traveled
just
a lot.
got back from Aruba.
Did she?
Yeah,
really?
yeah. My mom couldn't do that because we got a new roof. But,
okay.
Yeah, she would have gone on that cruise. She's excited to go to Lakeland. Her and Patty are going to Lakeland
Yeah,
for
I know.
spring training
Yeah.
Oh wow.
for the Tigers. So that's going to be a
With Jerry?
big.
With
Oh
Jerry?
yeah,
Oh okay.
they're going to go on the field and everything.
That's a great trip.
Oh yeah. Have you
First-
been on it?
Not with Jerry or anything, but the first year after I retired from teaching.
Okay.
Always before, I was working during spring training.
Uh huh.
We took a vacation down there for a couple of weeks, saw about
That
five,
would be
five
nice.
games.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
would be.
It was great.
It's a great area too.
I like
Very nice.
I like minor league baseball. I've seen minor
Yeah.
league baseball probably at 8 or 10 different stadiums.
Yeah, I like that too. What was I going to say? Oh, did you get your Christmas, all your Christmas stuff down, put away?
Oh yeah, I've got that down before this cold and snow hit. I knew what was coming,
You
and
had a ton of it.
oh yeah.
Now, how long did that take you to put all that up?
Well, because I'm in school now and work, and
It's harder.
it's harder. So I stretched it out a couple days, like
Oh, okay,
half a
that's
week.
not bad.
Half a week.
Okay.
Usually I could do it in a day though,
Wow.
when I'm not doing anything. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it lights up the whole corner, I'll tell you that. You can see your house from Merriman very easily.
Oh yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah, come out good, though. Come out good. And, Steve, your brother's doing good? How's
Mm-hmm.
the dog doing, his dog?
Oh, the dog is rambunctious and wild, and rambunctious and wild, and listens very well though.
Well, that's good.
If
That's what
if she's
need.
getting out of hand and she's jumping on you and just say sit pretty
Yeah.
firmly, she listens very well.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're all doing very very
When
well.
Willow and his dog get together.
Oh, they
it's a
love
little
each other.
crazy. Yeah, they have a good time. Willow's a good dog too. I like Willow. All right. Well, I guess I don't have nothing else. No other topics really. Nothing really pressing.
No, there's not much happening in city council.
No.
They're going to be getting into their budget workshops and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's
but-
May. I think comes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And we're still getting the dredges of the housing.
Yeah, that's
regular stuff.
going to move forward. It looks like Hammer is letting them go ahead with it. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Interesting, but yeah, we'll probably have more to report on that. But I don't know. It's crazy. Speaking of city council meeting, let's remind the residents that the next regular city council meeting is going to be held Monday, February the 8th at 7 p.m. in the council chambers located at 6,000 Middle Out Road. They urge all residents to attend.
Can we talk about those residents? Can we get some new residents possibly?
Yeah, exactly.
Those same
We need to get
people
some new
are
residents.
still there about that housing thing. It's getting annoying.
Yeah, the housing and
And then we have the naysayers who
Yeah.
show up almost every meeting.
yeah, and go over the same thing over and over and over. You know,
I mean,
if they were part of the solution, it'd be different. You know what I'm saying?
They don't offer anything positive.
No, there's nothing positive, and frankly, it's getting old, and
There's nothing. I don't think there's nothing legally we can do about it. I mean, it's a freedom of speech, but nevertheless, I mean, you gotta cool down, bro.
yeah, gotta reel it in a little bit.
Plus, the fact is, some of the statements they make are just out and out false. Mm-hmm. And because they're made at the podium and on the closed circuit TV and everything, people think, well, gee, this must be right. It's a bunch of crap.
Right.
Sometimes it's just a filled day. I watch it at my house when it replays, and
Yeah.
and sometimes I just want to shut it off.
Oh, I know.
Well, you got to be there.
Yeah, you ought to be there in person.
I tell you, it's probably embarrassing for the city.
It's
I bet you could make a lot of money if you came there and sold tomatoes.
yeah, exactly.
I'll give the mayor my shield.
I wouldn't be throwing that direction.
I know something I did want to bring up is I got a phone call this morning from Don Wakefield. You remember Don Wakefield was on our show a couple times?
Yeah.
He's the one that wants to put the art and the studio and the school over there at the old Hawthorne Valley.
Right.
He called just to touch base with me and let me know that
What's going on with Westland and him? Anything?
Well, he thinks they're still in the ball game, but
Westland is not moving on it.
they're not moving very quickly on it. Now I guess there's something about the land where they have to survey it to where they can't build real close to the river. I said, well,
Right.
that makes sense,
Yeah.
But I told him I went by there today or last week, and all the for sale signs are down, so I don't know what's going on there, and he didn't know that. So unless they're going to get another land management or something to try and sell it for him, I don't know. But, hopefully if Mayor Wow comes on in March, I told him I would ask him about it and see where they stand
Yeah.
on that and see what we can find out.
See if they give.
If he hasn't
they'd
heard
move,
anything.
If they'd move on it, one way or another, instead of leaving him hanging.
I will say that he had mentioned he's kind of going to check out, and this is nothing final or anything, but he's going to check out the building, the old gym next to the Moose, and see if they can possibly do something there. I said, boy, we'd love to have you in Garden City. Trust me.
Yeah.
I know you have to put some money into the place, bring it up to code and what you want, but I'm sure it'd be a lot cheaper than, what you'd be spending at Hawthorne. So,
Yeah,
and he was kind of eager to look at it. It's a big place.
Yeah, you wouldn't have nearly as much land.
No, the land wouldn't be there, but it's got a lot of potential. Potential. So at least maybe an art studio with a school or something in there, So we'll see what happens. Let's get him in Garden City. We want him in Garden City.
Well,
And then I'd
if
like
he
to
winds
see
up
him.
at Hawthorne, I'll call that close enough.
Yeah, I would like to see it in Hawthorne, but for sure. So, good luck to Don Wakefield. Just wanted to mention that. All right, I just want to mention once again that if you'd like to be a guest co-host on our show, you can send us an email once again at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. We would shoot you some available dates, and that's all there is to it. Maybe you own a business, belong to an organization. You'd like to come on, share your information with us and the surrounding communities. If so, this is the forum for you. Once again, email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com or give us a call at 734-788-9319. We look forward to hearing from you. Our show does reach a lot of people in different communities, so if you get your information to us, we'll do our very best to get it out there for you. Okay, let's get Mike in here now. I'm going to cue up the music, and he's got several announcements over there.
Yes,
and then,
I do.
And then we'll wrap it up for the night. Hey, it's time to get Mike in here for some community announcements. So, Mike, take it away.
Still campaigning for a different theme song.
Yeah,
It took me years to get mine. It took me years to get mine changed. So you're going to be in there for a bit.
Yeah, you got a new one too. What do you want, Buddy Holly, or what do you want?
Yeah,
Tell me what you
that'll
want,
be
man.
the day.
Hey, I'm here to make you happy.
Oh, I'm happy with
when
these
you
snacks.
say goodbye.
Okay.
That'll be the day when you make me cry.
All right.
You say you're going to leave, but you know it's a lie. That'll be the day when I die.
Oh, right.
All right, let's get going on these announcements. Some of them will sound very familiar because we've been plugging them for a while now. Garden City Library wants to help families settle the age-old question, who is the ultimate champion? On Thursday, February 18th from 5 to 7, the library will be hosting a family game night. Come enjoy board games, card games, Wii games, and face off against your family members. Free pizza will be served. We ask that people call to register for spots at 734-793-1830. Prom Fashion Night. Come on and see the latest prom fashions for the 2016 senior prom. This is going to be Saturday, February 27th. Time is going to be, doors open at 6, fashion show at 7. It'll be at the high school O'Leary Auditorium, 6500 Middle Belt. Proceeds will benefit the 2016 project graduation senior class all-night party. Any questions regarding the show, please contact Sally Q, SALLIEQ 49 at yahoo.com and enter prom fashion show in the subject line. The DDA is sponsoring a free business seminar with Mr. Tom Borg from Tom Borg Consulting. This will be on February 25th, 8 to 10 at Albert's on the Alley. Contact the DDA office at 734-261-2830. Heard Mr. Borg speak at well, he's on our show, wasn't he? And
He was on our show. He was at a
and he was at a-
GCBA meeting, and
was
he
at
was
a
at
Kiwanis
Kiwanis.
meeting. And
Very good speaker.
Yes, he is. He's very good. I'd highly recommend him. It doesn't have to be a business to take away some good ideas from Tom.
Right.
Here's some important information. There's a free service to our residents. You can take your old or outdated prescription medicines to the Garden City Police Department. There's a box in the lobby to collect and properly dispose of potentially dangerous medicines which are no longer needed and you don't want to dump into the water or landfills. Did you know that Garden City Public Library offers drop-in computer tutoring every Tuesday from 10 to 12? Do you need to brush up on the basics? Come on in and take advantage of this great resource. Library is located at 31735 Maplewood. For more information, call 734-793-1830. Here's a new one. Garden City Project Graduation is hosting a fun-filled night of Name That Tune. Cost $10 per person. Pre-registered $15 per person at the door. It's going to be Saturday, February 26th. Registration is at 7 o'clock p.m. Start time is 8. It's going to be at St. Damian's Church, 30055 Joy Road in Westland. Team play, so bring your friends. Teams of 8 to 10 people compete against each other teams to gain the highest points. Each team will be given an audio song clue and must guess the name of the song and the artist. Songs of all different genres, from 50s to movie tunes. This is a BYOB and snack or dish to pass among your team event. Contact us at GCHS Project Grad 2016 at gmail.com to reserve your spot. One that was named after me, Nerd Night. This will be on February 8th at the Garden City Public Library. Join our knowledgeable nerd, Gabe Klinert, for a discussion about the history and gameplay of Dragon Dice. If you haven't played yet, perhaps it's time to start. Gamer preferred snacks of Doritos and Mountain Dew will be provided. Call us to register at 734-793-1830. If you haven't memorized that library number by now, I'm sorry, because I repeat it about 5 times every show.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a good one from our friends, Mike and Sharon Lawrence. Sent this one over to us at the Straight Farmhouse. They're having a Valentine afternoon tea. It's going to be on Wednesday, February 10th, from 1 to 3 p.m.
You should go so you can practice for England.
Yeah, in the grand parlor of the Straight Farmhouse
Get some
in the
crumpets.
Garden City Historical Museum. The historic location, built in 1866, is the perfect setting to enjoy a leisurely afternoon tea. There will be a wide assortment of teas. Choose your favorite or try something new. Enjoy your tea with our homemade tea cakes. Each table comfortably sits 6 to 8 people. Reserve your own table or meet new friends. There's a very limited time engagement. Make sure to reserve early so you don't miss out. The event is only $10 a person. All the proceeds go directly to support the Straight Farmhouse and the Garden City Historical Museum. Tours of the museum will be available. Your hosts are all volunteers. Share this heartfelt occasion with your friends and family, knowing that you are helping keep our history alive. For reservations, call 734-838-0650. Please RSVP by February 8th. Payable by cash or check to FGCHM Wednesday or Saturday from 12 to 3 are the hours that they're open at the farmhouse to take that. The Historical Museum is at 6221 Merriman in Garden City. Website www.sfonline.org. So that should be interesting. The Kiwanis, by the way, had our scrapbooks. They've pretty much finished them at the meeting today.
Yeah.
And after they show them off to us at the meetings for the next few weeks, probably by the end of the month, those will be donated to the Historical Museum.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, really some great stuff over the last 50 years.
Yeah.
Okay, win a Valentine's Day package. Sweet talk your Valentine into posing for a picture with Willie, our Garden City Q-Pig. Located at the Commons at the corner of Middlebelt and Ford Road for a chance to win a free Valentine package valued at over $100. Pictures must be posted to Downtown Garden City Facebook page by 9 a.m. Thursday, February 11th. First and second place winners will be announced on our Downtown Garden City Facebook page at 3 p.m. Thursday, February 11th. And we have our monthly announcement about Coffee with Knesik. Senator David Knesik.
I believe that's next Monday, isn't it?
It's
Is it next Monday or?
a week from Monday, I believe.
Okay.
Next. Got that here for
I got
you.
it on my phone too.
Yeah, it's on the 8th.
Okay.
Please join the senator for a casual conversation about what's important to you and your community. He brings along a couple of his favorite cohorts, our state rep, Julie Plawicki, and our county commissioner, Glenn Anderson, will be there.
Yep.
David does 5 of these in each of the 5 cities he represents. The Garden City one is always at 10:30 to 11:30 at the Maplewood Center.
Yeah, and I imagine Flint and DPS will be at the top of the.
Yeah, those, according to David, are the biggest issues that they're trying to deal with. I see that, I saw in the paper, however, that they're proposing a change to that stupid law that says you can't comment about anything about elections
Right.
60 days before them. They're going to actually change that. Snyder said he didn't like it, but he signed it anyway. And told him to change it.
Yeah, how stupid is that, eh?
Oh, yeah, well, don't get me started.
Yeah, don't get me started. Hey, I got another announcement here too. If you like euchre, there's going to be another euchre tournament March 12th. That's a Saturday at Gordon Chevrolet. Our friends over there at Gordon Chevrolet.
That's nice.
Registration begins at 6 p.m. and games begin at 7. And that's located at 31850 Ford Road, just west of Merriman on Ford. Cost is $20 per person. Registration, register with S. Barber at GordonChevrolet.com or give her a call, Sherry Barber, at 734-812-5580.
They just had a euchre tournament, which went very well.
Yes.
They raised a couple $1,000 or something
And
like
actually, Mrs. Chat won $50.
that. Wow.
Yeah, almost $5,000.
Was it 5,000?
Yes.
They had like 3 50-50 raffles and baskets.
Yeah,
and,
it was
and each
really
of the 50-50
well attended.
raffles was like $300 or $400.
Yeah, over 100 people were there. And Gordon Chevrolet always has a good turnout, too.
Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, hoe. You can suck my dick.
Okay,
Fuck you,
okay.
nigga. Fuck you.
Okay.
Nigga, fuck.
Sorry about that. You always have a dumbass like that on, pardon my French. All right. Once space is very limited at Gordon Chevrolet, prizes for the top 3 points, raffles 50-50, pizza pop, and you must be 21 or older to play. So check that out.
Pat McCard said that one of the veteran euchre players offered to give her advice after the event was over on how she could improve her game.
Oh, really?
He says, I only play these like a half a dozen times a year.
Yeah.
Just having fun. And I guess there were some serious euchre players there among the crowd.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, sorry I'm going to have to block everybody, but we have a real idiot calling in, so I apologize for that. It happens when you're live, so. All right, we're going to wrap this up now. Are you a business owner, citizen, or community advocate interested in serving the business community? If so, the Garden City Business Alliance is looking for you. Become a member is easy. Just visit their website at gcbiz48135.org and fill out the contact page, or give them a call at 734-788-9319. Also visit their Facebook page at facebook.com/Garden City Business Alliance. Why not consider joining the GCBA and be a part of moving our business community forward? Or better yet, why not come to their next membership meeting as their guest, February the 12th, 6 p.m. at the Garden City Public School Board offices at 1333 Radcliffe. They would love to have you. School Superintendent Derek Fisher, a new member of the GCBA, has graciously offered to host that meeting for us, so we thank him for that very much. Okay, before we sign off tonight, if you would like to become a volunteer for any of the DDA events, please call 734-261-2830. The DDA office is located at 2921 Ford Road. And once again, if you'd like to become a member of the GCBA or a volunteer for any of their upcoming events, please call 734-788-9319 or contact them once again through their website, gcbiz48135.org. Did you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah, I had a long-range request for Doppler Tom.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Long range.
Yes. Sunday, April 10th.
Opening day.
No, it's the
no.
it's
When
opening
is opening
10th
day?
is Friday the 8th. The Major League Baseball, in conjunction with their TV sponsors and their glorious wisdom, has moved the Tigers game on Sunday, April 10th from 1 o'clock to 8 p.m.
Oh,
Could
yeah.
could we have it not bone-chilling cold?
Yeah. 8
I will
p.m.,
look
yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
That's the one with the Yankees, right?
Yes, it's a Yankee game.
Friday
I
night?
can't. No, Sunday night.
Oh, Sunday, okay.
Sunday night.
Are you kidding?
I hate Sunday night games to begin with.
Well, it's because it's on national TV, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, they picked it. They
Yeah.
picked that game to be
televise.
to be the one they're going to televise.
Right.
You think they could find something in a warmer climate to do that night?
I know.
But from a fan and vending point of view,
Uh-huh.
it sucks.
Yeah.
Sunday night, April 10th.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, everybody that wants to eat something has done so before they get to the ballpark.
Right,
Concession
right.
sales suck.
Yeah.
People,
Yeah. Unless they save room for beer, that's about it.
yeah, people who are
That'll
there
always go.
do not want to stay late for a game that starts on 8 o'clock Sunday night when they got to get up and go to work Monday morning.
If it's chilly night, you might be
And
selling hot chocolate. You never know.
yeah,
What are you going to do? You might want to stay home that night.
yeah, depending on
Really?
what Tom is able to do
It
for me
costs
on
you
the
more
web,
to show up.
I just might decide to do that.
So
We'll see
April
what happens.
10th.
I mean, you never know. Early spring could
Yeah.
be coming.
Yeah,
Right.
and it could be 55 degrees
Yeah.
or 25.
You never know.
Yeah. You never know.
When that sun sets, though, it can get pretty cold
Oh,
in
yeah.
the spring.
yeah.
Yeah,
It can be
Yeah.
warm.
You get a little
and
bit of
cold.
breeze down there. Yeah, it can
Yeah.
get cool.
The Friday and Saturday are day games at 1 o'clock, but Sunday at night at 8 o'clock.
That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. And when is opening day this year?
For the
Detroit?
home opener is Friday the 8th.
Friday the 8th. Okay.
They
I
play a
think-
couple of games in Miami
Is
before
that
that.
early this year again?
No.
Okay.
They play a couple of games in Miami earlier in the week.
Okay.
Just kind of get a little cough going maybe that day.
I have no problem finding an excuse.
I'll write you a note.
Calling in with an excuse
I
for
know
not
people.
being
At,
there.
I know people at the hospital.
You want us to write you a note?
It's not necessary. I've called in before and said,
I ain't
I'm
coming.
not coming tonight.
Yeah,
you know.
there you go.
And I'm pretty sure they're okay with it. You and your seniority there.
Yeah, well,
yeah, they shouldn't
I am
have
like my
anything to say.
38th year or something like that. I went to
Jeez.
orientation this last week.
Did you really?
To learn how to be a vendor.
And how's the unemployment going? Have you been looking for jobs?
Are you hiring? No. Are you hiring? I'm trying to find.
Put that down.
I'm trying to find people who are not hiring.
Right. Exactly.
I'm still filing.
Oh, yeah. All right. Don't forget, both the GCBA and DDA are working on events and dates right now. So if you want to be involved, please contact them today. Well, I think we're ready to call this a podcast.
Podcast.
Podcast. I want to thank my co-hosts, Tom and Mike. Tom, it was great having you in the studio.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll be back. I like these snacks.
Absolutely come back. Every Thursday night. You know where we're at.
Now I do. We don't want to talk about
How many
coming
times do you
here.
go up and down the street?
I live right down the road. I still got lost.
Oh, you can't be any worse than I was. I came from the straight farmhouse for a meeting that we had.
You pulled in next door or something, didn't you?
Oh, I've done
You're
that
over
before too. but I came down Merriman and I turned on Alvin.
Oh, okay.
I know the house should be here.
Yeah,
And
you're
I
one,
find after about 3 times going back and forth
One street off.
between Craig and Merriman on Alvin, I says, "Oh, wait a minute! I think I'm supposed to be over another street."
That's hilarious.
So
All right. Well, great show as always, guys. And thanks to everyone in the chat room, to those that will be listening, downloading the show later, and watching us on our YouTube channel. We really appreciate your support every week. Remember, the audio from tonight's show will be available on our Facebook page, facebook.com/GCChat, shortly after we sign off tonight. And also on our main show page at TalkShoe.com, call ID 82757. And look for the video of tonight's show, remember, tomorrow on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/community chat show. Don't forget to subscribe. And I apologize for that pod crasher we had at the end of the show, but those things happen when you're live, so I apologize once again. Don't forget, remember, the success of a community depends on the community, so please support your local businesses. And if you see something, say something. Look out for one another out there. For all your weather information, be sure to head on over to drtomsweather.com. Great little website over there. Nice and clean, not cluttered and everything. You'll find the weather very easy. So on behalf of Tom, Mike, and Mike, take care and see you all next week right here on TalkShoe.com, show ID 82757. Good night.
Good night.
All right. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Take care. See you next week. Bye-bye.